What is up, Pokemon Go family? It is your boy, TheGoulGuy. Happy freaking New Year's. This is going to be the first video of this year. I've been taking a break, just checking on the family, taking time with the family and everything like that. The holidays. Hope you guys had a good holiday as well. But today we are going to be starting off literally with our first video with a brand new Pokemon that has just been brought into Pokemon Go, which is Dachsbun. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Dachsbun. Anyway, it is a brand new freaking Pokemon into Pokemon Go. It is a charmer. It is a fairy Pokemon, very bulky fairy Pokemon as well. Has freaking psychic fangs, body slam. Essentially it is a new Pokemon in PvP that is a force to be reckoned with, if that if that makes sense. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into these battles. I built up a team around this Dachsbun that is really good, really bulky. This whole team is super bulky, man. I did have some misplays here because I was doing a bunch of other stuff in the background, but at the same time, you'll see that literally regardless of what you do with this team, it still does what it needs to do. All right, it pulls off these wins. All right. But you know what we do before we get into the battles. We're going to show off the team and the different stats and everything like that. So let's get into that real quick. All right, first Pokemon we have on the list here is Corsola. That's going to be our leading Pokemon here. I have follow me on YouTube because it was one of my buddies, but I switched it back to Corsola. Anyway, we got Astonish, Power Gem, and Nightshade on that guy. Corsola, one of my favorite Pokemons. IVs essentially are not the best, but I do need to trade that for some better IVs, but still pretty bulky. And then we have the Dachsbun, the new Dachsbun. I have finally built it, capped at 1492. Pretty decent PvP IVs. I checked on PvPoke. I believe it's a 97%, which is really good, with Charm, Body Slam, and as well as that Psychic Fangs. With Psychic Fangs and Charm, it's just so deadly. Oh my god, it just melts away people's health. And then you got the Diggersby, my best buddy, Great League Diggersby here. Some pretty good IVs there with the Diggersby as well before I built that one with the Quick Attack, Scorching Sands, and as well as the Fire, Fire Punch. But anyway, we are going to get into our first match, man. Let's go. How was everybody's holidays out there? How did everybody, how was your New Year's? You know what I'm saying? It was a pretty good holiday season for your boy, But anyway, we got Corsola versus the Malamar. Now, of course, Malamar has the Dark Pulse, if I'm not mistaken, so I do have to be cautious of that, but I know I'm able to tank it, because it's essentially foul play, my bad. Yeah, it has the foul play. I know Corsola is going to be able to tank it. Essentially, I want to keep all my shields for the Dachsbun. That is kind of like the main premise of this team for the most part. Essentially, Corsola can take hits, Diggersby can take hits, and to be honest, even Dachsbun can take hits. They end up switching out into their freaking Diggersby as I switch into my Dachsbun here, which is a smart move on them. They didn't want to take another Nightshade, so yeah, I switch into my Dachsbun. Now I should have used the shield here, but I was trying to experiment and actually see how much damage. This is the first time using this team. I wanted to see how much damage it could actually take from the actual Scorching Sands, which it looks like it only took like half, maybe a little bit more than that, which actually isn't that bad. And as you can see, I'm already taking the health of the Diggersby down like already, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so we use the shield there, and looks like we're going to be able to melt through this Diggersby's health before I even go down. Mind you, I'm the one that actually took the stronger charge move there, which is crazy. They come in with their Toxapex, which is fine with me because I've already lost a lot of health. We hit them with the Psychic Fangs. We switch into our freaking Corsola, hitting it with a Nightshade. We're going to see if we can get off another Nightshade before they get to the brine. I doubt that will happen. Oh, they end up switching back into their Malamar. They end up switching back into the Malamar. Now we have a difficult decision here. We switch into the we switch back into the Dachsbun just to get a little bit more health off onto the Malamar. Malamar's still going to be able to get off a superpower here. So we're going to, oh, yeah, they bait with the foul play, unfortunately. And then now they hit us with the superpower, which was very unfortunate. I wish I would have called, I need to get better at calling when somebody's going to use like a bait move. Most of the time it's only when they know you only have one shield left. So I should have known, but it's a-okay. It's a-okay. I'm gonna bait myself with a fire punch. See if they call the bait here. Let's see what happens. They do end up calling the bait, which is very unfortunate. So we are gonna be able to, or we are gonna get off this scorching sands here. Here, I thought they had another shield. I don't know. Maybe they did not have another shield. I thought they had another shield. That's why I baited. But, oh, they might not have another shield. If they... Oh. Okay. Yep. Alright. I think we're out here. Yep. I think we're done. They might have had another shield. They might have had another shield and I wasn't paying attention. But I think that was one of the games where I definitely was not paying attention. That was definitely winnable. That literally, like, the Toxapex literally winning off the smidget of health. If I were to, like, use both of the Scorching Sands, I definitely would have probably won that match. But unfortunately, that did not happen. But I will tell you this, that is the last game I do lost. We start off with a loss, but that is a-okay. Guess what? We get right back up and at it. We got Corsola versus the Feraligatr. Now, of course, not the best matchup here, because of course Feraligatr has the Shadow Claw. That's super effective, and as well the Hydro Cannons do a lot of damage. Now I know this Feraligatr essentially is not a shadow, so the Hydro Cannon, even though it does a lot of damage, is not doing as much damage. So we're going to tank that damage. We're going to switch into the Dachsbun and see if we can farm the rest of the way down. Unfortunately we cannot. And yeah, this, I'm still experimenting with Dachsbun, seeing how much damage it can take. So we're going to tank the Hydro Cannon, basically almost the same amount of damage as I would freaking get with the same amount of damage I would have got with the Scorching Sands, which is kind of crazy. But it doesn't take all of its health. It takes a majority, I'm gonna say more than half. But I'm still fine here. We got the Psychic Fangs, and the Clodsire doesn't have that much to really farm us down with, so that's fine. We're gonna use another shield here. See if we can maybe halt it just a little bit more. Maybe get off one more Psychic Fangs to lower the lower the health of this Clodsire here. Which, as you can see, even with the low health that I have, I was already able to take down Clodsire's health to like more than half as a fairy type, which is insane, right? Which is pretty crazy. We switch into the Corsola, gonna be tanking that damage there. And then we switch into our Diggersby, that's going to be able to tank majority of the hits from the Clodsire. They switch into a Abomasnow, which we do have the Fire Punch, which is really good coverage for the freaking Diggersby. Let's go, taking out majority of its health there, which is very nice. We still have one shield here. We're gonna, yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna use it here. can't be taking a lot of hits, all right? Can't be taking all the hits. But yeah, I try to just farm down, but unfortunately he does get to his charge move. I was thinking, am I gonna tank this? Am I gonna be able to tank this? And I do tank this, man. Diggersby, such a bulky boy. They switch back into their Clodsire, their last Pokemon, and we're getting off this Scorching Sands. They use their last shield, which is fine with me, because I think I should be able to get to... Oh! I don't get to the next one. But what is it? What is it going to be? A Stone Edge, which does not do as much damage as they thought it was going to do. Literally, Diggersby lives with a smidget of health, and we are going to be able to get that Scorching Sands off. But yes, the bulk of this team, I will say, helped me with a lot of these battles, in the beginning anyway. As I said, I'm experimenting with the team, seeing like how much damage each Pokemon can take. Well, Dachsbun can take anyway. It's a brand new Pokemon. Like, kind of the way I experiment, I need to see the durability of the Pokemon so I can see, like, you know, what it can take, what it can't take, so I can, you know, gain shield advantages. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, as a, I want to say somewhat newer player, I would say a year into PvP anyway, that's kind of, you know, essentially how I figure things out. But anyway, we got the Corsola versus the Gyarados. We're going to get off the Power Gem since it is part flying. Let's see if he lets it go through. He does not. He uses a shield. And let's see what he has here. Now, Gyarados typically has Crunch, so I'm going to shield this just in case. It is a Aqua Tail. So they bait me with the Aqua Tail here. I definitely could have, like, not took the Aqua Tail. Like, I could definitely took the Aqua Tail. You know, the Aqua Tail really wouldn't have done that much damage. We stay in here. We're going to get off a Nightshade, and then we're just going to switch over to the Diggersby. We know the Diggersby is going to be able to tank majority of the hits here. Now, one of the things I do kind of regret with this match, I probably should have just went straight for the Scorching Sands. I think what I was thinking there is like kind of baiting with the Fire Punch and then kind of going back in with the Scorching Sands. Because, yeah, I go in with the Fire Punch. And let's see if they actually shield this or not. No, they don't shield it, and literally it doesn't take all of its health away. If I use the Scorching Sands, I definitely would have basically took all the health away. But since I didn't, I have to put off, like, basically use 2 Fire Punches, which I guess is the equivalent of 1 Scorching Sands. But anyway, it looks like they were going to sacrifice that Stunfisk anyway, and essentially bring in their Swampert to take out my Diggersby here, which I probably could have just let that go, but I kind of wanted to keep the Diggersby. Even though they have a Gyarados, I probably should have just let the Diggersby go, which is crazy. Like, looking at it like after, you know, the situation is kind of crazy. But anyway, yeah, it looks like the Corsola is going to be going down from the Dragon Breath there, which very unfortunate. But we bring in the Dachsbun. The Dachsbun basically get like all the charge energy they would have had is just pretty much gone from that Gyarados there. And since I have the Dachsbun, the Charm is doing ridiculous damage onto this Swampert, which is crazy. We're gonna be able to get off the Psychic Fangs. They use their shield, and guess what? We do not have any more shields. So we're going to have to see if this Hydro Cannon is going to be able to tank this or not, which it does, or which we're going to see if the Dachsbun can take the Hydro Cannon, which it can. We switch into our Diggersby just so we can see if we can draw, like, I think they have 1 more shield. If they don't have 1 more shield, this Fire Punch should KO. Let's see, and it does. Let's go. There's a reason why we kept that Diggersby around. All right, let's go. But yeah, some of these games definitely I could have played a little better. Not gonna deny that at all. But at the same time, we are doing some pretty good work with this team. This team is just so good. Like, once you actually get, like, because I will say, after like a couple of these battles, I kind of wanted to show you just like the ins and outs of how much damage it can take and all this other stuff. But like, once I actually know what not to take and what to take and everything like that, like, I was going ridiculous with this team. All right. But anyway, going into the next match, Corsola versus the Jumpluff. And we are going to get off this Power Gem here. I already know this is a higher level trainer because it has the Ghost Mask that I freaking wanted last year, but that is fine. We're going to make our New Year's resolution this year by freaking hopefully hitting Expert this season. Let's see. Well, everybody's, you know, goal is to hit Legend, right? You know, mine is to hit Expert. I just want to get to the next tier, you know. We tank the Energy Ball there because I know I can tank the energy. That's fine. Yeah, and then we're gonna try to get off this next power gem. Unfortunately, they switched to the Dunsparce. I didn't want to get off my charge energy like right then and there because I was thinking they were gonna switch, and they do end up switching, which is very unfortunate. But instead of the Nightshade, I am using power gem, so I still am able to get a lot of damage off onto the Dunsparce, which is fine with me. We switch into the Diggersby. Diggersby should be able to tank majority of the hits of Dunsparce, whatever, you know, throw at me. Rock Slide, Drill Run, doesn't do that much damage. And we get a attack drop, so we definitely are not going to get any damage onto our Diggersby, or not that much damage onto our Diggersby. It does have a lot of charge energy here, so I'm going to have to prepare for that. I'm going to try to just farm up. Well, I should farm up here, but I ended up using a Fire Punch, if I'm not mistaken, before leaving out there. I probably should have just farmed up and just like gained up as much energy as possible, because at that point I got the attack drop. I might as well just farm up, but that's fine. We get off the Fire Punch. Diggersby goes down. They switch back into their Jump Bluff. I'm gonna see if I can get to this Fire Punch, and I cannot get to the Fire Punch, which is unfortunate. So we're gonna have to shield this, potentially an energy ball here, and it is an energy ball. We are gonna get off our Fire Punch. See, this is where farming up on that opponent probably would have definitely benefited me. As I said, this is the first time using this team, right? So essentially, apologies on some misplays here. And they catch again onto the Feraligatr, which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Fireball or Fire Punch coming onto the Feraligatr, not going to do that much damage. So I build up just a little bit more energy before I leave out. And this is a Shadow Feraligatr. So, I mean, look how much damage that charm is doing to this Feraligatr. It's insane. We're going to use the shield onto one of the Hydro Cannons here. I think he has another Hydro Cannon. Yes, he does have another Hydro Cannon. We do not have another shield, though. So we are going to have to take this Hydro Cannon, which is going to be very unfortunate. Lowering our health very low. But Charm doing still a whole bunch of damage. We still have all three of our Pokemon just very, like, all of their health is just super low. So hopefully this last Pokemon doesn't sweep, because they do switch in with the the last Pokemon, which is the Jump Bluff. We do use our Psychic Fangs there, pretty much lowering their defense, and as well pretty much got their health all the way low, which is insane. Coming in with the Aerial Ace, which is fine with me, because basically we just come in with the Clodsire. Clodsire should be, not Clodsire. We come in with the Corsola. I was thinking I was going to be able to farm with the Corsola, but looks like they get to their Aerial Ice in time. But that means they basically use both of their charge moves, and yeah, Diggersby should be able to just finish the job. A little sloppy at the end there, but we still were able to actually take it out pretty efficiently, especially with Dachsbun doing as much damage as it's able to do, which is insane. Dachsbun is such an amazing Pokemon. It's crazy. Now, I will say with this next match, I got a call in the middle of the battle, so we are going to be switching to another clip here momentarily. Alright, so we got a bad lead here. We got Corsola versus the Greninja. I pretty much farm up a little bit of energy here. That's typically what I do with the Greninja, and then I switch into the Dachsbun, as you can see there. But I'm going to switch to the other clip so we can finish this off. I switch to the Dachsbun. The Dachsbun takes the hit, of course, because it's non-effective to a Night Slash, of course. They get to another charge move here. I decide to tank it just to see how much Hydro Cannon does, and it does a ridiculous amount of damage, of course. I don't know why. Like, I was doing a whole bunch of experimenting with this. Hopefully it helps you guys out to actually know how much damage a Dachsbun can actually take. As I said, that's literally the main reason why I've been taking these hits. Like, I definitely should have shielded that and probably kept my Dachsbun alive, you know? But that was not the case there. But that's fine. We have our shields for basically our bulky Pokemon here. But we still have that Greninja in the back, which is very unfortunate. Dachsbun definitely is necessary for that Greninja, but you're gonna see what happens here. But anyway, we got the Corsola versus the Azumarill. We're just gonna shield up the Ice Beam here, preserve some energy onto our Corsola. Probably could have kept the shields for the Diggersby, but that's fine. I mean, really, it doesn't matter. Greninja's gonna basically be very bad for both of the Diggersby and the Corsola, so it does not matter whatsoever. Looks like they shield the Nightshade. We're gonna shield this last one here. It's gonna be the Play Rough. They're pretty much just trying to get the shields off on me, which is fine. Because yeah, they're pretty much bring back in the Greninja. The Greninja's gonna have the Nightshade, or Nightshade, the Night Slash. Night Slash isn't gonna KO me, and I'm gonna be able to farm it down, which is, yeah, that's why Corsola is freaking OP. Like, it can tank a freaking Night Slash and build up energy to where I can just throw it back at the Azumarill, gaining switch advantage. And then basically when they come into, they come into a Primate, and I was like, oh no, this game is over. It's done for. It's a wrap, right? So yeah, they're definitely gonna get to a close combat, and I'm thinking, can Diggersby like tank that? And it can on the smallest smidget of health. Oh my god. We get to the freaking Scorching Sands, and I'm thinking, is this enough to KO? Of course it is, because it already got a defense drop, and yeah, it's pretty much already a flimsy Pokemon, like health wise anyway. Very attack weighted, but we end up winning that game. But yes, I will say, like, I definitely have gotten way better with this team, and yeah, I've done a 5-0 right after this one, and it was not as like sloppy as it was with this match. But I definitely wanted to get this video out there to show you guys how good Dachsbun is, literally able to like destroy, melt Pokemon's health, like you see with the Feraligatr and everything like that, just destroying. My rank has tanked because I've been experimenting with a whole bunch of Pokemon teams. So yeah, so if you notice that, that is why, because I'm experimenting with a whole bunch of teams. I'm definitely going to be using this team a lot more often, just because of the fact that it's such a good team. Even when you are like going sloppy as I was with that, you know, I'm trying to get back into the groove. You know, it's the new year, what can I say? But anyway, that is the team. That is Dachsbun. That is Dachsbun in Pokemon Go, man. Such a formidable foe, a really strong Pokemon. Even when it's low on health, it's able to melt through freaking teams like no problem. It's freaking insane. As you said, with the Clodsire, it was even able to take the health down on a Clodsire, even though it is a non-favorable matchup. With the Psychic Fangs and the Charm down, it's still an amazing Pokemon. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys had a great holiday, New Year, Christmas, and everything like that. I can't wait to start making a lot more videos this year. Hopefully more videos outside, you know, doing these raids and everything like that. Obviously it's been super cold. It's gonna be like a blizzard here shortly, so you know, I'm gonna be in the house a lot. So you know, hopefully you guys enjoy these PvP videos that I do put out for you guys, so you can see what these Pokemon are capable of in PvP. But that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below what you guys think of the team, what you guys think of this new Pokemon in Pokemon Go, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.